Now, yesterday at market open, we saw the market dropping quite sharply. I mean, at a certain point during the market hours, we saw the S&P 500 dropping by over 3%. But the good thing is that when the market closed, we found the S&P 500 going back up to where it closed, or to its previous closing price of Friday last week. Now, this is something that I hope it brought some relief to those investors that were panicking. But as I always say, these big drops or the sharp drops in the stock market offers good opportunities for investors to load the boat. So talking about sharp falls, one of the industries which is being heavily hit is the fast growing fintech industry. I mean, this is one of the industries which is set to do very well, but I must say that the rise of interest rates and inflation is really hurting this industry. And of course, this is something that we will see it continuing to hurt this industry for a short term. So until this dusk of inflation and high interest rates hikes settles, we are still going to see this industry suffering from these high interest rates hikes and inflation. But this, like I say, it's one of the industries which are seriously promising. I mean, talking about this industry, of course, one of the stocks that we discuss a lot about on this industry, which we are investing or seriously investing in, is the company that goes by the name of Sofi Technologies. Now, you remember that Sofi Technologies, it's a stock or it's a company that is becoming a one-stop shop for all things relating to digital banking. And you remember that every time we talked or spoke about this Sofi Technologies on this channel, we were always touching base about the banking chatter. Now, last week, I think it was around Wednesday, the CEO announced great news of saying that finally they got the final approval from regulators of the banking chatter, which is something that is truly amazing. I mean, so far, irregardless or irrespective of these fears from high interest rates, so far it looks like it's starting the year 2022 on a positive note, which is something that I think it should really excite you as an investor and make you want to probably consider this stock in your portfolio, because this is one of the stocks that is doing very well. I mean, this stock, before even the banking chatter, I mean, we saw from their membership growth, we saw them attracting many customers, or we saw from their Q3 earnings that the total members that came to Sofi or that are in Sofi right now are around 2.9 million, which is something that is truly amazing. Now, with the banking chatter, remember, as I was always saying, it makes it easier for Sofi to even attract more clients. As you remember that this banking chatter makes it possible, especially with the acquisition of the Golden Pacific Bank Corp, which Sofi plans to acquire or finish acquiring that company by the end of Feb. It makes it easier for Sofi to truly become a banking holding company, which is something that is truly amazing. Now, you remember that some of the benefits that comes with the banking charters are it lowers Sofi's interest on their expenses. This just simply means that on the debts which they are paying, they are able to lower, or now they can easily lower, or they can see their interest lowering from the debts that they are paying, which is something that is truly amazing. Now, with the banking chatter, Sofi also can easily hold loans on their balance sheet, which is something that is truly amazing. This banking chatter, it also gives confidence to investors that invest into Sofi Technologies, because I mean, this just means that Sofi Technologies is really a legit company or a legit lending company, which is something that is incredible and has to show you that it is a company that is trustworthy, which is something that is incredible, and has to continue motivating you to stay long on to this company. Now, one of the good things, of course, that we've talked or spoke a lot about when we talk of Sofi, of course, is the fact that this banking chatter can easily make Sofi Technologies to seriously earn more revenues when they report their earnings, which is something that is truly amazing. In fact, from the presentation that Sofi did I think early last year, January. I mean, they sort of like did a presentation of what a banking chatter can do on SoFi's earnings, which is something that, as seen on the screen, you'll notice that it is something that will seriously boost their revenue. And this, as an investor, ought to motivate you to stay long onto these Sofi Technology stocks, because we know that with the banking chatter, this company will do very well. Otherwise, one of the things that I'm looking forward to on the 1st of March 2022, you already know that, or if you did not know, SoFi will be announcing their Q4 earnings results and the overall 2021 annual or earnings results, which is something that is truly amazing. I mean, I am so looking forward to the 1st of March 2022, and I think if I were you, I would easily, or I would start loading the boat on these stocks or SoFi Technologies before those earnings results can be published. I mean, this is a good opportunity. I mean, SoFi, it's not like you're investing in the same Sofi Technologies, which was listed last year. Now, the SoFi that we're talking about right now is the SoFi that currently has the banking chatter at hand. And with the banking chatter, I've highlighted already some of the positive things that comes with the banking chatter. So these huge sharp falls that we are witnessing on SoFi Technologies, you ought to take them, or you ought to take these sharp falls as good opportunities for you to load the boat on this stock, because I'm telling you right now, SoFi Technologies is one of the stocks that will do very well. In fact, this is one of our top pick, or top stock pick for the year 2022. And you'll notice, or you'll remember that I mean, me, of course, I had picked this stock even way before the banking chatter was approved. I mean, of course, it was in relation to the anticipation, because I knew that somehow this year SoFi was going to get their banking chatter. But we can expect just this year so much from SoFi Technologies. We can expect so many positive, so many good news out of this SoFi Technology stock, which is something that I believe it ought to motivate you to probably go and do your own due diligence onto this stock and check if you can't add it to your portfolio, because this stock is set for greatness. This is the stock that has good future prospects. And the fact that, or one of the things that I like about SoFi is that they, whether you like it or not, they are becoming a one-stop shop for all things relating to digital banking, because as you already know, as I already told you, investors can save, spend, invest, trade, and borrow, which is something that is truly amazing and has to be the one to show you that the future looks bright for this SoFi Technologies stock. So I'm going to be loading the boat on this SoFi Technology stock towards the end of this week. I mean, right now, of course, right now I'm a bit broke, and I'm just waiting for payday so that I can easily load up the boat on this SoFi Technology stock. Otherwise, guys, with all that, I make tons and tons of stock market investing videos, and if you think that this video was amazing, please don't forget to hit the likes button, comment, and if you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that YouTube can notify you every time I release a video. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. And like I always say, before you can add a dollar or two on each and every stock that you would want to buy, especially when we are witnessing these sharp falls on many of the growth stocks, please make sure that you do your own due diligence so that at least you can be comfortable when you're investing into these stocks. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.